target. Well, I am hearing music on both channels, so if anything is bad, watch chat will be up in about 30-45 seconds after you start streaming.
Alright, I think I now have the correct microphone selected. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let's do a little bit of that. Because that should give us... Here, I'm gonna replay an emote here. There we go. Alright, let's get the game open. Oh wait, it's not on Steam. How's everybody? Welcome to the Lore Link stream today. I got me a lemon lime sparkle water. You're not muted in Slack? What do you mean Slack? Google. Oh, I could fix that. There we go. I was like, what are you talking about, Slack? Thank you for letting me know. Oh boy, Steam has a train themed game sale going on. It's been a day. Look, I hear you. I hear you. I'm still trying to recover from the weekend I had. It was a great weekend, but shifting gears is proving difficult for both myself and my wife. But yeah. The emote. That's funny. Alright, here we go. upload to cloud. The newer one. Use the newer one. Yes. Chat. Lurlink will be in the vendor hall at Gen Con this year. And you too can go and meet Tony and Mark in person and ask for that Lurlink demo one-on-one if you want. Voice is kind of quiet. Well, let me start by putting the microphone right by my face. Tell me if that's better. And then yes, I will turn the music down. Talk to me, I'm so lonely. Better, okay. Let me know if the balance with game audio is also poor. Reminder, if you're watching and you have issues with photosensitivity, this game could provoke those issues. Keep that in mind as you're watching. Alright, let's get over here to the game. Come on. Hello. There it is. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Continue. Let's get to getting. So what exactly is a Midnight Sun? Well, in the game, it's this group of younger superheroes. And by younger, I mean like some chronologically younger, but some of them, but also newer in comic book timeline, if I'm understanding correctly. Like, Blade came about long after Ms. Marvel. Or not Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel. So, one day the game will load. Alright, we have to talk to Magic.
Well met.
Well met.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter.
Right,
But
Tony?
no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say anything until I am better able to articulate it. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo.
All
I
right.
will let you know if I do.
I screwed up. I could reload. Where's my dog was right there. Where'd she go? Was I playing this with keyboard or controller? I think I was playing with this with controller. That's why this feels weird to me. Yeah. If this were a country song, your dog would have run up with your ex in your truck, right? Few heroes are available to hang out with the hunter. Engage in a hangout to grow the hunter's friendship with a hero of your choice. Hello, everyone.
You're looking well, Hunter.
Why, thank you, Doctor. Spooky.
Nothing like taking in the New York skyline after driving Hydra back into hiding.
Whenever we foil Hydra's plans, an angel gets its wings.
You have that I want to ask you something, but I'm not sure I should look on your face. Go on, ask.
What does it feel like to fly?
That's not it. You really wanted to ask if Captain Marvel can take you flying sometime.
That would be wonderful, if you do not mind.
I'll put you down on the list. You were the last Midnight Sun to ask. I'm actually surprised Blade wants some airtime.
Why would that surprise you?
You know Blade. He prefers to be on level ground. It's hard to be on your guard when you're dangling from someone's arms.
The dangling blade. That sounds like a comedic play.
That is a wonderful thought, and we can never share it with him. It's rare that I have that much fun.
Open the library door. Okay.
Careful now.
The credits make a sound. We have moved the Abbey away from our transient home to Salem, and I must confess that I am astounded at the natural beauty of this place, but there is no time for sentiment. We have a job to do. Chthon has found influence here with Hiram Shaw through a page of the Darkhold. The Moon Seal did not bring the witches the protection it should have. Several have been killed already. There is no telling how far this dark power could go. For now, we watch from the safety of the Abbey, hidden away amongst thick woodland. We must understand what it is we face. 1689. Okay. How do I open the door? What am I forgetting? Team, what am I forgetting? No clue. That's fair, Tony. I don't have any keys. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm not ashamed to look it up. Oh, use the word of power. Okay. How the hell do I do that? Ah.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't
Good
be
question.
coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
Why are you hiding?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my
Correct.
question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
I have to restore what I've taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Various frames can be interacted with. The paintings can be removed from frames for a small gloss cost. Paintings from your inventory can be placed in empty frames for free. No keys. I need more keys. Skill essence. Yes, please. Witches and Familiars, Mythica Zoologica. To those true students of mystical fauna, the commonly repeated lore is that a familiar is in any way subservient to their witch is as frustrating as it is incorrect. The relationship between a witch and their familiar is more akin to a partnership, and indeed, many times the familiar is the more powerful of the two. The most common form that a familiar takes is that of a black house cat, and if a familiar allows itself to be found by anyone other than their witch, that can be a great boon indeed. Remember to always show great respect to the familiar when found, however. Their wills are often as capricious as the cat's, from whence they take their outward appearance. Observations of the blood, notes by Damon Hellstrom. My research has led me to believe that the blood, capital B, have existed for ages, seeking to eliminate the spawn of Chthon and any other malevolent manifestations they deem to be a threat. I will continue to dig deeper into their rather murky history. There is much to explore here in Old Salem. Successfully using words of powers, exploring the Abbey grounds, and even petting Charlie will grant arcane knowledge. Great. We gotta pet Charlie then. Caretaker's Journal. June 3rd, 1710. My appreciation and adoration for Agatha has left me vulnerable to feelings I have not known for centuries. I want her by my side, and I wish for her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years, though I admit that it may be selfish of me to share these risks. I find myself in the very position I once criticized and judged Lilith for, and it brings me shame. As blood descendants, we were not meant to bring children into this world or love another as she did, as I love Agatha. Was I wrong to judge Lilith so harshly, or am I wrong now? It is hard to face. I have found myself wanting to be with Agatha just as Lilith felt with Gregor and their child. To have a family, to love and be loved by another. 18-year aged root beer. All right. Fragments of raw earth, excerpt from page 211. Hematite is commonly used for grounding and stability, while the lodestone's magnetic qualities were meant to attract good fortune regarding love and relationships. meteorite, with its association with the celestial realm, can enhance astral projection and served as an excellent amplifier for dream and spirit journaling, journeying. Alrighty. Charlie, lead on.
The goddess of order approves.
Charlie.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Ugh. Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here.
Okay.
Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
Ow.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Good luck. Look for arcane chests on the Abbey grounds and unlock them with keys. They reset periodically, so return to previously opened chests to see if you can open them again. The higher your level, the more rewards. Select a hero. They gain 1 strengthened and 1 vulnerable free. Cool. Exploring the Abbey grounds from this point is optional, can be done at any time without regard to the main story. When you are ready, return to your quarters or go to sleep to start the next day. Why there is no jump button, though, is beyond me. The Wheel of Fortune. Domino knows the way in which the wheel will turn and shows the answer in the playing card she displays. This card represents luck and good fortune along with opportunity in the future. Well, thank you. Can't make it over there right now. What was that? Okay. Death stands before the black vortex, surrounded by the prized infinity stones, tempting us with possibility. This card represents transformation and entering a new phase of one's life. Oh, my controller needs batteries. Please hold. Chicken mushroom! I guess they don't just keep going and going and going. Well, they're not energizers, so no. New haven discovered, the Shady Hill. Moonlight on Mount Lafayette, New Hampshire. Hunter's Journal. My favorite days are those with Agatha. She even talks more than Sarah sometimes, but it doesn't feel like a drawling lecture. She's always smiling, and her face lights up when she tells me about all of the plants, trees, and mushrooms that we come across. I never thought I would find myself excited to share the healing properties of moonflowers or dryad saddles. Agatha tells me that one day, knowing these things will come in handy, but for now, it's just fun to learn them. 1710. Wanda's Journal. I've said I'm sorry so many times today, I might as well say it here too. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened out there. Agatha and I train at her altar all the time, but something was different. Somehow this time, I lost control. Agatha could have been hurt, and it would have been my fault. Damn, I need to figure this stuff out. Caretaker isn't looking at me the same. Agatha makes it look so easy, and I just make everything harder. We'll find a way to draw the elemental energy back to the altar, and we'll try again. We always do. Excuse me. P.S. Somehow I broke the cauldron, too. I wasn't even in the library today. I wonder if replacing elemental rods will repair that glass.
Oshter smiles upon me.
Glowing apothecary vessel created by witches to honor the innocent. All right. Nope.
The goddess disagrees.
Okay.
This looks like a fairy ring.
Agatha wants more conversation. Okay.
An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
This quartz stone is so light it almost floats. Fluffy white and gray whorls conceal a core of roiling thunderclouds which emit small bursts of light from time to time. Okay, that one's got to be water. So which one's... That's probably fire. No, that's fire. Nope.
The old magic still holds.
All right. Let's go see Agatha.
Hunter, hello. I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more. Yes, dear?
You said something
In a world
earlier
full of
about
mysteries,
the blood.
of man. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often.
Caretaker is the
And yet,
blood.
here you are. One of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she's not buried here?
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wondergore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was
Understood,
Wanda.
Tony.
Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear.
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person?
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well?
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
The world according to Loki, true ruler of the 10 realms. Someone of my background and skill set must find interesting ways to pass the nearly infinite stretches of boredom. To be blunt, I do seek power and conquest, as many have alluded to in the past, but I also seek out my own forms of entertainment. This, I believe, adds the spice of life to many of these so-called heroes' rather dull existence. It is quite easy to do what you are told. Follow orders, stay in line, do not oppress the weak, blah blah blah. Where is the challenge there? Imagine my dear brother Thor's adolescence without the occasional giant spider manifestation to create chaos and liven things up a bit. Without my contributions, his younger years would have been a never-ending series of training exercises while listening to our father ramble on for all of eternity. I like to think that Thor welcomed the occasional serpent attack on the city of Asgard. Moments like those give him a chance to show off and flex those meathead muscles of his. Without me, he would be on his own searching out trouble. I merely bring it right to his front door so that he can play hero. Is that so? Forest at dawn with a deer hunt. Lacrimae.
What is this?
Mercy's dream. Saint Anthony, tormented by demons. What is Anthony the patron saint of, though? Lost things. 3D printing. Oh no. I have to fix my macro. That's funny. He's also the official patron of travelers, the poor, the elderly, expectant mothers, amputees, and domestic animals. Fleeing the village, February 12th, 1692. Made it out of the village, and the missus slipped a note under the neighbor's door on the way out. God save them all. This whole place will burn by the time Shaw is through. Me and the boy found us a cave deep in the forest that we can hide out in till we slip out in the wee hours of the morning. Anyone wishing to save themselves better see us in the old grove by nightfall. If they don't make it, they're as good as dead. I read that. Alright. What else did I miss? Alright. I think it's time to go to bed. Oh, it's a dream sequence. Okay.
Can that really be you? After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you...
Huh.
Was that really her?
Hmm. So about hashtag astounding Spider-Man, are we going to do something about that? I stopped by Agatha's shrine today. I had the strangest feeling, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like her hand was touching your shoulder? Huh, thought it was just me. I haven't been there since the service. You should go. It's peaceful. If she were still around, I'm sure she'd want you to visit. Huh. Huh. All right. There should be a jump.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Ooh, new coil.
Where's
Let's
the
get to work.
kaboom? Right?
No problem.
A headache.
Take your pick, Hunter.
Charge. Replace blank with a draw. Draw 3 cards until you have 3 in your hand.
Just give me a minute. I'm pretty sure Charlie left the steam coil in the hallway. 3rd stage. What do you think?
Hunter abilities can be from one of 3 branches, light, dark, or power. Playing more light or dark abilities will push the hunter's overall balance toward that alignment.
A strong aura surrounds us.
See you, Hunter.
Open their hero screen to equip this new ability. Equip and salvage. Must have 8 abilities equipped.
Ah, I see. Interesting. This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared. All set. This should be useful. Curious. Intriguing.
Hunter?
There you are, Hunter. Got time to look at something? The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds.
Get him, Carol!
feel like we left things unfinished, Hunter. If you're free, I'd like to talk.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
If I had known it meant this much to you, I would have waited. It was not my intention to defy or hurt you.
Hurt, no. Defy, maybe. At the same time, I know I haven't been very open with you about everything that's happened.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
Usually does.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now. Always. I don't keep up with all the comings and goings, but Spider-Man is something of a fixture in New York these days.
I'm ready when you are. We'll cut through that encryption in no time. This intel is hot, Hunter. We shouldn't sit on it for long. Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central.
Hero ops grant powerful hero.
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself, but I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
Heroes assigned to an op will be unavailable for combat missions until the following day when the op completes. Okay.
I think I can handle that. See you soon.
Abby is now yours to explore. Check your objectives. Missions are waiting on the mirror table when you are ready. Alright.
We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
Who were you before you became Captain Marvel?
Air Force pilot. I used to fly the unfriendly skies before I was attached to the space program. And back then, I was entirely human.
You are not entirely human?
Not since I uncovered actual, for-real aliens. There was an accident with some alien tech that rewrote my DNA, and now I'm half Kree.
I have never heard of the Kree.
Neither had I. They have a space empire. It's crazy to think they've been around far longer than you've been alive.
How did Carol Danvers become Captain Marvel?
During my time with the space program, I found myself involved in a conflict between alien species, Kree and Skrulls. I got too close to a device called the Psyche Magnetron, and it completely altered me. A Kree soldier known as Mar-Vell felt responsible for what happened and took me under his wing. He was a hero in his own right, and we fought beside each other for years. He's gone now, but I took the name Captain Marvel as a tribute to what he stood for. Since then, I've made the name my own.
Your strength is hard for me to fathom.
With all this gamma weirdness keeping Banner in banner form, I'm Earth's mightiest Avenger. Once Thor realized the Hulk was in a class of his own, he was not happy to be in third place. He still challenges me to arm wrestling contests, and loses. He's much less salty since I started calling him Asgard's mightiest Avenger.
How powerful would you say you are?
When someone says we need to call in the big guns, they're talking about me. Just don't say it in front of Bruce. The Hulk is an order of magnitude stronger, no question. But he doesn't have my precision, patience, or reliability. At least, that's how Bruce put it.
That much power, and it does not seem to have gone to your head.
I do get cocky sometimes, but I don't take any of this for granted, and I always remember where I came from. Arrogance is like punching the afterburner with your wheels down.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure, what about us?
How long have you been an Avenger?
Over a decade. Still hard to believe. We've been so busy dealing with one crisis or another, it's hard to mark the time. My coffee tally puts me just shy of 20,000, excluding the cups I forgot to track.
What are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be past that. And I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but he'll adjust.
Do you think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
No comment.
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
I will consider that.
Of course.
All right. All right. I actually would love to keep playing, but unfortunately, I cannot. So, we're gonna call it there. So next time I play will actually be 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, it will be me back. Next week, you get to hang out with the one, the only Tony Troxel. He's gonna power wash some Star Wars for you. That's Tony. In the chat over here. And he is gonna discuss what's coming up for the Lorelink crew, which is to say, that we have a booth in Entrepreneurs Alley at Gen Con in just 10 days. 10 days, y'all. So, next week, come hang out with Tony. He's going to talk about what's on deck for the con. And then 2 weeks from now, I'm back to continue Midnight Suns. Oh. In case you want to know where you could find me, there's my links in chat for my Twitch channel and my Blue Sky. That's where I am. I think that's it. Forgive my brain fog, y'all. Lore Link. That's what we should talk about. Lore Link is our, Lore Link is so many things, but primarily it is our, GM toolkit. It's here to help those of you who run games organize your information. It's been a day. Yeah, I mean, I think you understand, unfortunately, better than I do. So, if you are interested in checking Lore Link out, just head on over to the Get Started page. On that page, you can sign up for your account, or you could sign up for the newsletter, which Tony works really hard to make sure it's primo newsletter content, and we promise that we don't spam your inbox. And then for those of you who are not watching us on YouTube, you should absolutely go check us out there. That's where you'll find all of our archive of past streams and all of our informational videos. No spamity. That's right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your solar period, whatever time of day it is for you right now. And we will see you again next week. Take care, everyone. See ya.